Well, oh my heavens. Hi, friends. Doc South here, and boy, I'm in the shadows there. Look at that. My gosh. Well, that's okay. Probably just as well I am for this one. Well, I've been noticing, of course, lots of reports from various supermarkets and, you know, uh, rather large stores, chains, and all that, saying that well, they're having trouble keeping toilet paper on the shelves. I guess so. It you get a shipment of it, put it on the shelf, and turn your turn your gaze from the shelf and look back. What 4 minutes later, and it's all gone. Where'd it go? You know. So yeah, stuff's pretty popular and for good reason. I mean, you really kind of got to have it, and to run out, well, what are you going to do? And that's where, well, I got to thinking, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to go try to find some more, but what about the days when there wasn't toilet paper? What did people do? And I looked it up. Yeah, they well, it was amazing. There actually was at least for a brief time, as near as I know, a couple thousand years ago in ancient China, I think they actually did have a paper that they used as toilet paper. I think it was a paper that they decorated with, and then more or less the rich people, the nobles, could use the scraps as toilet paper. It didn't catch on as near as I know for the masses, but at least if you're in the upper crust, you did have some toilet paper. Everyone else kind of had a step and fetch, I guess to put it mildly. People, I guess, throughout history have used leaves, grass, ferns. Yep, corn cobs, very popular. Corn cobs, especially in rural America, on the farm, for outhouses, didn't seem to make much. Never mind. I guess they worked just fine. I know I had a friend who, for his brand new bride, this would have been around, oh gosh, 1970 or so, up in north central Pennsylvania. Fella actually made a nice three-holer for his brand new bride. Yep, yep. Well, yeah, a mom, a seat for mom, a seat for dad, and a little one for the baby that would one day come along. Huh? Yeah, and he was very proud of it. It was actually as outhouses go, it was a nice one. And I think he kept a basket of corn cobs in there, plus a roll. I think the corn cobs were there just for what would the word be for just for to give it a little more credibility. And I guess if all of a sudden the supply of toilet paper ran out down in Williamsport, I guess you had corn cobs. The and stones. I know, yes, flat stones, river stones worked well. Seashells, sand, hey, snow. Yeah, from what I understand, snow. Man, I don't know about that. And of course, water. Water also being used in bidets and such, or sort of like drinking fountains, only for the other end. Right. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else to mention. Of course, magazines, quite often the Sears catalog was a good hefty source of toilet paper. You'd order all the things you wanted, and then the catalog got stuck in the old outhouse. Worked fine. Plus, you had some reading. Yeah, while you're in there, I guess that worked fine. The toilet paper itself, I believe, started out flat and was invented by a guy named Joseph Gaiety in the 1860s here in America. Yeah, I think in America, and I'm pretty sure he also, I think, medicated the sheets of paper, and each sheet had his name on it. Yes, yes, Joseph. Yep, Gaiety. Uh, I guess cool. Hey, it pays to advertise. And then eventually, I think it was the Scott brothers decided to, I think it was them, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was they who I think started promoting rolled toilet paper, like you see nowadays. Yeah, that's as near as I know. I understand only 30% of the world uses TP, much like we use here in America. It's all the other, all the other stuff. And I don't know. The one thing I did, let me see if I got this right. Where the heck was it? Oh, again, this is you got to do what you got to do. About the worst one I know of, instance of hygiene, on the other end, I think honestly, and I'm surprised, it would be ancient Rome takes the cake here. But evidently, they used a stick with a bit of cloth tied to the end, and I guess you'd soak it down in salt water, to rinse it off, and then you'd use it and I guess pass it on to the next guy. Well, in a public ancient Roman restroom or rest area, right? I guess you get off the chariot and you go, and there'd be yeah. Huh. I don't know. That'd be a hard job being the guy who carries that bowl of water. I think it had to be perfumed and it was a little, I think it was salty too, very salty. Oof. Maybe the tips were good. Maybe the tips were okay. Anyway, that's about all I know. I'll be glad when it gets all back on the shelf. The wife and I have a pretty good supply, so I guess the Sears catalog is safe for the moment. Right. Okay. Well, anyway, there you go, friends. I hope that helped. Oh, now you want toilet paper even more, don't you? Yeah, I know. I agree. Well, we'll see you later, friends. Thank you, and, God bless. Bye now.